you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in support of my bill, the Bonuses for Cost Cutters Act of 2017. I wish to thank the gentleman from Oklahoma and the gentlelady from the District of Columbia. Mr. Speaker, what we see today in my bill is what I think the American people want. Republicans and Democrats working together with good common sense legislation that makes sense and saves the American taxpayer. Let's face it, whether we're a family or a business, we have to manage our money in the private sector. And the federal government for far too long has been guilty of spending waste, fraud, and abuse. There have been so many problems, and the American people know it. When we go home and we talk with our constituents, they want us to be very good stewards of their money, and they deserve that. And that's exactly what this bill does. And it does it in a way that does a lot of different things that I think is great. First of all, as my colleagues on both sides of the aisle have said, it incentivizes federal employees to detect waste. We all know that government has a tendency, when they have a pool of money, to spend it whether they need it or not. So if a federal employee can go in there, find this problem out, tell the agency head, he or she now can get up to $20,000 of incentive pay. So we have incentivized fiscal responsibility in the federal government. That is great, and that's just good government. In addition to that, Mr. Speaker, we look at the United States Constitution, and that's a document that our founding fathers gave us and is so important. Why is that so important with this bill? Because when that agency head goes to the President of the United States with this recommendation, the President of the United States has to come where? Back to the Congress, where he should have to come. And when Congress looks at that recommendation from the President, Congress then can make the determination, the final determination. So we have fiscal responsibility, we have constitutional sanctity, and we have good government. Most of all, I want to thank my colleagues on both sides of the aisle. We have Republicans and Democrats working together the way the American people want us to do, to be fiscally responsible. And with that, Mr. Speaker, I urge colleagues on both sides of the aisle to pass this good government bill, and I yield back, sir.
The gentleman yields back, and on behalf of the whole House of Representatives, the chair wishes to wish the gentleman from Tennessee a very happy birthday today.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much.